10 men entered the Lethal Lottery to crown the first ever Wrestling Evolution champion. And now, the 4 men who earned their way into the final will clash. Hello fans and welcome to this episode of Wrestling Evolution Aggression. I'm Tim Dixon, and on this episode, Myric Moore, Crucifix, Peterbilt, and Christopher Prince will face off in the final 4-way match of the Lethal Lottery, and one of them will walk out the first ever Wrestling Evolution champion. So get ready fans, it's time for aggression.
All right, before we introduce the competitors at this time, want to reintroduce the owner/CEO of Wrestling Evolution to present the winner, the Wrestling Evolution Heavyweight Championship belt, Tim Wilcox.
Tim Wilcox making his way to the ring with the Wrestling Evolution Championship. This match is the finals of the Lethal Lottery to crown the first ever Wrestling Evolution champion. And there it is.
All right, introducing at this time in tonight's main event, fatal 4-way elimination match for the Wrestling Evolution Heavyweight Championship. And now the winner of Lethal Lottery Match 1. He is the Irish Hand Grenade, Myric Moore.
Myric Moore, the first man to punch his ticket into this match. With his win over Buggy Wright. Wasn't exactly the best way. He won with a handful of tights. But the important thing is he made his way into this match. That's the only thing that matters to Myric Moore.
And now introducing the winner of Lethal Lottery Match 2. He is the man of 500 poses, Peterbilt.
The next competitor in this fatal 4-way match, elimination match, is Peterbilt. He got here by defeating Keith Mack. We take a look at that match here. The way Peterbilt made his way into this final and his chance to become the first ever Wrestling Evolution champion.
And now introducing the winner of Lethal Lottery Match number 3. This is Christopher Prince.
The third competitor in this fatal 4-way made his way into this match by defeating Stuart Snodgrass.
I told you lost privileges to announce me, Daddy. I don't need no music. Weighing in at 172 pounds from anywhere but this piece of crap town. Daddy, let me talk to you. Christopher Prince, Denver. Show me some love.
Denver are not really loving Christopher Prince. And these are the 3 men that we knew would be here. The final contestant, unfortunately, we're not sure if he's going to be here. The final contestant is Chrisifix.
This is the Greek Wolverine, Chrisifix.
After he won his preliminary match against the wonderful Wu, Wu took exception with the loss and attacked him with that chair, injuring the knee of Chrisifix. So we don't know if he's going to be able to make his way into the ring for this. This fatal four-way may have just become a three-way match. We're looking for a decision here. We're not sure what we're going to do, whether Chrisifix is going to be able to make his way to the ring or not. Still no sign of Crucifix. As the remaining three men, Joe with the crowd, waiting it out to see if he's going to make it. Music's over, still no sign of Crucifix. Looking for a sign from senior referee Josh Cash. Josh Cash is calling for the bell. Chrisifix not making his way out to the ring, so like I said, this fatal four-way looks like it's become a three-way match. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There's Chrisifix. He's moving very gingerly on that knee. I mean, you have to give respect to Chrisifix for trying to do this, but you can't even put pressure on that knee. And these three competitors know that. Well, Christopher Prince is outside the ring, but Myric Moore and Peterbilt going right to work on Chrisifix, because why shouldn't they take advantage of that injury? But Chrisifix may be a little more sprite than he was making on. Still being gingerly on that knee. But he was able to duck down, and Peterbilt delivered a hard clothesline to Myric Moore. And that rattled Myric Moore. He's out on the ring apron as Peterbilt is slamming Chrisifix down to the mat. And there comes the pose, 1 of 500. And this kind of cover is not going to make it. But he's going to work on that knee. Crucifix grabs Peterbilt and he rolls him up, and he got him. He got him. That's the first elimination. Peterbilt has been eliminated, and we are down to 3. Myric Moore and Crucifix are in the ring. Honestly, I have to tell you, fans, I don't even know where Christopher Prince went. I'm not sure where he's at. Peterbilt hasn't been eliminated. Christopher Prince has not, but I don't see him anywhere. Myric Moore and Crucifix are in the ring. A hard forearm shot takes Crucifix down. Everyone in this lethal lottery came in with the goal of becoming the first Wrestling Evolution champion. Now, this is where we crown it. Myric off of the ropes, but Crucifix able to move out of the way. Myric strands himself on the second rope. Crucifix drops him with a DDT. He's going for a cover, but Myric Moore, again, like I told you a couple weeks ago in his preliminary match, he always knows where he's at in the ring. He's a veteran competitor. Here comes Christopher Prince. I was just saying I didn't know where Prince had left and gone to, but here he is to take advantage. He only got a 2 count, but he has taken advantage of that injury to Crucifix's knee. Now Myric and Christopher Prince seemingly working together. Myric setting up for a suplex, but unable to get him over. And Chrisifix rolled him up. Chrisifix rolled Myric Moore up. Myric Moore has been eliminated. Myric Moore has been eliminated. Now we're down to two people, Christopher Prince and Crucifix, and one of these men will walk out the first ever Wrestling Evolution champion. Now Prince going back to work on that injured knee. The knee that was injured by Wu after Crucifix's preliminary match to get into this match. Prince is taking advantage of that injury, but Crucifix has gotten 2 eliminations. Surprisingly, he's been able to take advantage of several situations and get some eliminations, but Crucifix is firing back up. And here's a cover. Oh, we were very, very close. Now Prince back on that knee, handing out a lot of brutal punishment on that injured knee of Crucifix, dragging him over to the corner and wrapping his knee around the ring post. Crucifix trying to get himself out of the situation, but can't. As Prince slams his knee again. Crucifix crawling back into the ring. Crucifix still got fight left in him, but he's certainly at a disadvantage with that knee. It's hard for him to stand. He's taking a lot of damage on it, and Josh Cash just took a shot and is down. Crucifix has Prince down. He had a 3 count. But Josh Cash was down. Josh Cash is still down. Crucifix had the match. He had the 3 count. And Prince is trying to get the belt away from Tim Wilcox, Wrestling Evolution CEO, Tim Wilcox. Prince in the face, trying to steal the belt. And Prince has the belt, but he hasn't earned it. He hasn't earned the belt. But he's trying to get away with it. Now Wilcox in the ring. And stole the championship back. And Crucifix is there waiting. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Fans, you gotta excuse me. I'm sorry for my language. I am absolutely shocked at the actions of Tim Wilcox. Wrestling Evolution CEO Tim Wilcox. I apologize for my language, but I am absolutely shocked at this turn of events. Weeks ago, we thought we had seen the bad blood between Wilcox and Crucifix put to bed, but apparently that was not the case. As Wilcox has inserted himself into this championship match, the final of the Lethal Lottery, and seemingly handed the title to Christopher Prince. And Fans, I gotta admit, I don't know.
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. You know what? I'll tell you what. Take this away from me again, see what happens. I'll smack you back into your mama. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think Crucifix has a chance, I'll make him the first challenger July 22nd.
Well, I'm not really happy with the way it happened. Quite frankly, I'm completely shocked with the way it happened. CEO Tim Wilcox aligning himself with Christopher Prince. And I don't know if he actually aligned himself with Christopher Prince or whether he just aligned himself against Crucifix. But one way or the other, there is your first Wrestling Evolution champion, Christopher Prince. Through hook or crook, he came out of the Lethal Lottery with the championship. I'm surprised, I'm shocked, but we have our first ever Wrestling Evolution champion. Thanks, folks, and we'll see you next time on Aggression.